Convicted of attempted murder in the death of Sammy Yatim, it is sentencing day for Toronto Police Constable James Forcillo. The judge has handed him 6 years in jail. Good afternoon. 3 years after Constable Forcillo shot and killed 18-year-old Yatim on a streetcar on Dundas Street, the judge has decided the officer's punishment.
On a conviction of attempted murder, 6-year prison term, but Forcillo's lawyers had argued that imprisoning the officer would violate the Constitution, and an appeal is expected. CTV's Janice Golding is live now at the University Avenue Courthouse, where the sentence was just handed down. Janice?
Ken, right at the outset, we knew that Constable James Forcillo would receive at least 5 years today because right at the outset, the Superior Court Justice ruled that the defense's constitutional challenge against the mandatory minimum sentence was invalid. He went on to say about an hour into the sentencing, however, that he also felt that the Crown's request for 8 to 10 years was inappropriate. A grim-faced Constable James Forcillo arrived at the University Avenue Courthouse today to learn his fate. He did not stop to talk to the media.
I trust in God and I trust in court, in justice.
However, the mother of his victim, Sammy Yatim, had this to say on her way into court.
No, he should go to jail, sure.
Last January, Forcillo was acquitted of second-degree murder for the first 3 shots he fired on Yatim. But a jury convicted him of attempted murder for the second volley of 6 shots he fired on the teen while he lay paralyzed and dying on the floor of a streetcar. Forcillo had testified he believed Yatim was an imminent threat, but today Superior Court Justice Edward Then said the video is powerful evidence that demonstrates conclusively that what Officer Forcillo says occurred did not occur. He went on to say, "I conclude that all the shots in the second volley were not only contrary to his training, but unreasonable, unnecessary, and excessive." The Crown had asked that Forcillo be sentenced to 8 to 10 years. The defense had asked for a 2-year, less-a-day conditional sentence. Today, Justice Then said he had no choice but to consider at least the mandatory minimum of 5 years. Officer Forcillo shot Mr. Yatim precipitously, contrary to his training, at the commencement of the second volley and throughout the second volley. He added, "I find beyond a reasonable doubt that there was ample opportunity for Officer Forcillo to communicate with Mr. Yatim either through verbal de-escalation or by issuing commands in accordance with his training to allow Mr. Yatim to relinquish his knife. No such opportunity was given." So again, Constable James Forcillo has been sentenced to 6 years in jail. Neither he nor his wife showed any reaction when the sentence was read out. Constable Forcillo was led off to the holding cells in handcuffs. Reporting live from Janice Golding. Now back to Michelle.
Thank you, Janice. And CTV's Austin Delaney is also there. Austin, you were in the courtroom when the sentence came down. What was that like? How did Forcillo react?
Well, it's not often you see a police officer be handcuffed in a courtroom and led out by the deputies in the court and down to the holding cells. Constable Forcillo showed no emotion, as he has throughout this trial. He walks in with his head held high and he doesn't talk to the media. We've asked him several times for a comment. Today, the judge asked before sentencing if he had anything to say. He stood up and said no, that he didn't. His wife, Irina, was in the courtroom. No reaction from her either. The courtroom itself was absolutely packed with police officers, members of the public, the Yatim family, all the lawyers involved in this case. So no reaction. The judge spoke for about an hour and a half. He really made the case for this sentencing on the fact that that Forcillo did not follow his training and that he should not have fired that extra volley of bullets, the 6 after the 3 that actually killed Yatim in the end, or the attempted murder charge. It's a rare case that somebody is jailed for an attempted murder charge when the person actually died. So we did hear from the lawyers in this case, the defense lawyer Peter Browdy, as well as the head of the Toronto Police Association, Mike McCormick. Let's take a listen to that.
We saw the nature of the offense, but he's the judge, and the sentence will be reviewed.
We're digesting the verdict right now, and the message is that we go out there and we do our professional job, and we do a great job each and every day. This decision is going to be under appeal, and we'll see where the next steps lead.
So
well, lots to come after this. Sorry, Michelle, go ahead.
No, yeah, I was going to ask you about that. Well, this is an officer getting jail time. We do not see this very often. Might this impact cases going forward?
Well, how this goes forward is that right now he's in the holding cells below this building at 361 University Avenue. At 2:30, he goes over to Osgood Hall. There's a tunnel underneath this building. It's open to the public. He'll be handcuffed. He'll go through that tunnel, and then an appeal team will take over. Not Peter Browdy, who's been his defense this whole time. A new team that appeals this, and he'll be going for what's called bail pending appeal. So at 2:30 this afternoon, there's a chance he will get out. He will walk out the doors at Osgood Hall. Right now, we're waiting for more people to come down. The Crown Attorney, the Sammy Yatim's family, all in the courtroom. They're expected to come and talk here outside 361. So we'll bring you that as it becomes more available.
Yeah, this is just breaking. I would imagine there's going to be a lot more reaction. So Austin, we will certainly get back to you as that becomes available. Thank you.
All right.